Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about their new live-action animated Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus that's really going to serve as a library's worth of Star Wars material and lore, and also the new Star Wars trilogy of films by Disney and LUCASFILM. This is Mike Zeroh. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that as of this point right now, they really are trying their absolute best in order to really give the fans authentic Star Wars stories. And what I mean by authentic stories is that staying true to George Lucas's vision, the philosophy of Star Wars, and how it should really be handled by Bob Chapek and Bob Iger. And that's the good news now, is that, well, Chapek and Iger are really going to take full responsibility of this new expanded universe. Of course, Iger won't be around forever. He's going to let go of everything sometime next year in 2021 after Chapek has been shown the ropes to become the proper CEO that he needs to be, and also where Iger's guiding Chapek throughout this entire crisis, trying to bring the company back on its feet. So, when we look at everything related to Disney Star Wars, obviously this is a big franchise that they are really trying to make as big as the MCU. And I would like to say that, before The Last Jedi, I believe that Star Wars was already at a place of success where it was on the same exact level of the MCU, if not just below it. I think that, we've seen a lot of, ups and downs with Disney Star Wars. Rogue One was a decent movie. I thought that The Force Awakens was entertaining, but it had some issues with it all. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really intriguing about all of this is that with the Star Wars community still frustrated over Disney's direction of the Star Wars franchise, fans are seeing a glimmer of hope into how the future of the Star Wars brand will be handled. Now, with both The Mandalorian and The Clone Wars Season 7 serving as the perfect example of momentum, propelling Star Wars into a better future, fans are becoming more hopeful about Bob Chapek and how he will handle everything moving forward. Now, Iger and Chapek already have several plans developed in order to reunite the Star Wars fans around the world to create authentic Star Wars stories for Disney Plus and for the new movies that are currently in the works. However, it's explained that behind the scenes, Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy has been having major regrets with what she did with the Rise of Skywalker film, which served as the final Skywalker saga movie. Now, it's explained that Kathleen Kennedy regrets firing both Hayden Christensen and Matt Smith from the original cut of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, as it led to her losing her creative control over Star Wars, and how it also led to the box office results for Episode 9 coming in far lower than The Last Jedi by director Rian Johnson. Now, it's noted that Kathleen Kennedy is trying and is of course very sorry for what she did to the Star Wars community, since she will no longer be able to control the Star Wars franchise the way she wants to, which would come off as more that she is only sorry for her actions since it led to major consequences in the long run. Now, the community since then has been very much against Kathleen Kennedy in that, of course, what she did with the Star Wars brand in general, and that The Rise of Skywalker was the last straw for many fans. Now, Bob Chapek and Iger are trying to repair Kathleen Kennedy's path for a new avenue of Star Wars to pursue as we go throughout this new decade. Kennedy is said to have actually let go of Hayden Christensen since she eventually felt that Anakin Skywalker, the actual Anakin scenes, were not needed for the movie and did not fit the tone of Episode 9, and that Matt Smith was also let go as well, since Kennedy wanted the real version of Palpatine to be the one and the only villain of The Rise of Skywalker. Now, during the first phase of reshoots is when Kennedy decided to let go both Hayden and Smith from the project in order to give the Star Wars community a brand new version of the film than what J.J. Abrams, Chris Terrio, and George Lucas were working on before all of this. Now, though Kennedy plans to leave Lucasfilm soon and quit everything Star Wars, the fans are still excited about The Mandalorian and the Star Wars Rebels sequel series as well, that is currently in development, and that Dave Filoni will play a major role in the creative choices of that TV show for Disney Plus coming in the near future. So, let me just say this, is that, I think that the fact that, she is very much regretful over her actions, like I said, it seems like she's only sorry because it led to consequences. That's pretty much it, period, the end, right? Now, the thing with Hayden and Matt Smith. The thing about Anakin and the Dark Acolyte, I think that would have really boosted up the I guess you could say, the fans to enjoy the movie more so. You know, having Anakin, such a iconic and familiar character of the universe, to become a part of Episode 9 would have been, I think, a boost in repeat ticket sales and repeat viewings, without a doubt. I think I would have seen the movie a lot more if Anakin was in it. There's no doubt about that. And the Dark Acolyte, after all, I think that would have been a more creative element for Palpatine's return. Though they always actually had planned to have Palpatine's old version come into play by Ian McDiarmid in the later cuts of the movie, but they also wanted to have a younger version of Palpatine by taking over a host body, the Dark Acolyte. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below, and let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.